So gratias is a word that from Latin means thank you. It's a thank you for the contribution of the work of the entire society. It's awarded in several categories. These categories are, I'm going to repeat it. It's public administration, social services, healthcare facilities, prison, schools and school facilities. And now we're going to do an award for 2020, and tomorrow we have a similar session where we're going to give the award for the 2021. We made short movies with all of these that we're going to hear, and all the awarded ones with the exception of one, managed to get connected to this conference, so we will be able to talk to them. So now please imagine all the fancy things related to celebrations, such balloons and flowers. So now I would like to announce that Mrs. Sonia Shkvareninová has been awarded in the area of social services. Her personal motto is "Be kind every time when it is possible." And it is always possible. So now let's see her video.
Jmenuji se Sonia.
My name is Sonia Shkvareninová, and I work in the hospital of St. George in Cheb. As a social worker, our hospital provides mobile specialized palliative care, specialized social worker, and we also provide the renting service, and for the future we plan also the hospital services for children. I provide professional social advice or consulting in palliative care, not only to the clients of our hospital in terminal period, but also to public clients being in difficult health or life situations related to their own health conditions or health conditions of their friends and families contact us. So we just advise them what services are available in order to be able to stay at home, to know what aids can be used, what benefits can be paid by the states, and we also provide them time and facilities to express their fears and emotions. Immediate contacts with the physicians of the hospitals or with the spiritual support, and we just support them in any way. I hope they would say, we always felt you are interested in us. She always found time for us, time we needed, and she always has a smile for us. She is never the same. There are no identical life stories, identical situations, identical people, and that's what I like. I never know what is ahead of me, how my work day will go on, and I always try to do my best. People should work with love and do it fully, demonstrating their work. The motto and the highlights of social work. So once they don't feel being social worker, they should choose another profession that would suit their feelings. I would like to thank my director here at the hospital for giving me the opportunity, for her support, for her motivations, and I would like to thank my professor from universities, Mrs. Helena Rojolikova, who influenced me in recent years, and I would like to be like her one day. Thank you very much for beautiful introduction of Mrs. Shkvareninová. Mrs. Shkvareninová is here with us. So we would like to share with you the digital flowers, and thank you very much. I really deeply respect this award This year was truly demanding, and it was also an opportunity to improve when working with the grieving people. I would like to thank also my director. This award also is dedicated to her, in my view, because she is just invisible, but she is engine who just motivates us, and I deeply respect her. I deeply respect everybody who tries to help the others. Thank you very much. I believe that you are a role play for everybody else. Thank you very much. Now I would like to open the other category, which is public administration. Mr. Pablo Bienkava. Mr. Bienkava works 25 years in social work, and he pursues his motto, find a good in you, and the others try to combat the evil. Mr. Bienkava. Good morning. My name is Pablo Bienkava. I work as a social curator at Prague 1 City Council, and I also work as the head of Department of Social Prevention that is aimed at helping people that are at risk or at risk of exclusion from the society. Social work, from my view, is a profession which is not fully appreciated. There are a number of myths about social work or social workers, or maybe people are not interested in social work as such. And I think it's a pity, because in contrary, I think there is a great potential to help people not only at the edge of society, but helping the entire society. In fact, I think that our knowledge about social work is so rich and so useful that it can influence substantially the quality of life of the entire society, and maybe also the insights of the opinions of this entire society. Well, I have to admit that I do not know, and maybe I even do not want to know what the others would say about me. I think a number of people around me think I'm a person that here tries to help them being in the warm office, but I don't know whether they trust me. I don't know whether they trust me when I show them that I'm with them. What I like about my job is that you can really broadly find yourself. You can look very dynamically developing profession which is useful, that can change lives of people, but also influence the society. It can raise the feeling of responsibility, and maybe you lose potential better mood, because instead of criticizing, you just focus on being better in your work. I think that me, as anybody else who is doing or wish to do social work, should realize what are the expectations from social work. Do you want to do it as the source of income only? Or do you want to do it as the work you enjoy doing, work that you respect, work you want to develop and advance? I want that all social workers, the current ones and the future ones, work on development of social work, but not in the standard way, in the cliche, but social work should be a profession that is respected and can be used by the society, and that can, in fact, help people to be back in society. Thank you very much for really honest personal summary of 25 years experience of Mr. Bienkava. It was very useful. Thank you very much. So I would like to congratulate you, Mr. Bienkava, and I would like to ask you to share with us a couple of words. Thank you very much. I would like to greet you from our office together with students that are restricted a little bit in their practical work by the current situation, and I'm grateful they are interested to help us here. I would like to thank for this award of appreciating work of social workers, not only on my behalf, but on behalf of the others, because it demonstrates the respect paid to this profession. I would like to thank all colleagues that maybe are not that promoted in media as other professions or other specialists, because I think social workers also work in first line, trying to do their best. So we have to try to build a high quality profession, because I think our role will come after the epidemic, pandemic, post-epidemic, because maybe we have to face the post-COVID impacts maybe for dozens of years. So I'm really grateful if people work really best, do their best. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, your students that support you from the back. So the other winner we have to is Helena Rojolikova. She works in social work for a long time. She works in social work for 19 years, and her motto is the life is like a bike and a bicycle. To keep a balance, you have to move forward. So before we show speech of Mrs. Rojolikova, I would like to share with you very interesting views. We have currently 1,117 participants being with us, so I'm really grateful that everybody watches us. So Mrs. Rojolikova, floor is yours.
My name is Helena Rojolikova, and I've been working at the City Council of Pilsen, at the Housing Department, and as the head of the social housing and affordable housing. We deal with clients who are in housing crisis, and we provide them the support of social workers so they can get reintegrated in their life. Our target group is very diverse. They are all people in housing need, senior citizens, people with disabilities, or people living in not dignified conditions. We focus on the support, mostly on the support of people suffering from mental disorders. That's our main target group. With the variety of my clients would probably say different things about me. Mostly when I work with senior citizens, they call me a nurse, but perhaps my clients would say about me that I can respect them, understand them, I can support them in uneasy situations. I like it when rules and things we agreed on are adhered to, but at the same time I can understand that something doesn't turn out and clients choose their own path, and I really want to support them to live their life fully. What I'm most likely about the work of a social worker is the diversity, that sometimes we see results, that I can see that my intervention has helped a certain client to change his or her life, to move them forward in their life, to be able to live fully, and I like that I can try new things every day. This award doesn't go just to me, but also to all my colleagues and my superior that I've been working with for my 20-year experience. And I know that I'm not always an easy person to get on with, but I would also like to thank my clients that I have met and that I could accompany on their way. My message to social workers, don't be afraid to try new things. Be open and perceptive to the needs of clients. So thank you very much for the short video and great introduction from public administration. Are you here with us? Yes. Good morning. So please say a few words. So have a great morning. Very appreciate this award. It's not, as I said, it's not just about me. It's about the entire discipline of social work, which might be neglected or kind of behind all the other disciplines. It's also about my colleagues that I cooperate with. It's also about clients that come to see us and that I have met during these many years, and I could accompany them. And I think that this award is very important to increase the profile of the work of social workers and improving the prestige of our work. Yes, it is about increasing the profile, and I'm glad that that's happening. Now we're going to move to another category. It's healthcare facilities, and the awarded one is Mrs. Helena Rojolikova. Her personal motto is, "I want everything that I do to have a meaning." My name is Helena Rojolikova, and I've been working in Chrudim Hospital as a social and health worker for 2 years. I cooperate with several departments, with the Department of Long-Term Care Hospitals, of neurological and internal and midwifery. About myself as a social worker, I would say that I'm very enthusiastic about the work. Thanks to my life experience, I've learned to fight and not give up. I think that I can work as part of a team to take on responsibility for my independent work as well. Sometimes I'm not very good at organizing my time, and if sometimes shows disrespect towards my client, I tend to speak up very often. My clients would say about me that it is important to do your work with love. At the beginning of my work career, I would never have thought that clients can feel that, but experience and feedback convinced me otherwise. What I like about the social work in hospital is actually the diversity. Every day is different, and we work with all different target groups, whether it be children, parents after a loss of a child, senior citizens, adults, economically active adults, and each of the patients need something else. Sometimes it's just advisory, sometimes it's also a psychological and social support. Sometimes my intervention lasts 10 minutes, sometimes I spend 2 hours with a patient. At times I need to go beyond my outside my comfort zone, but I must not do it very often. I very much appreciate the nomination from my superior and all my colleagues, because without a teamwork, care for patients would never be effective. Thank you very much for your short video. Because Mrs. Rojolikova cannot be with us due to health reasons, I would like to read out what was said about her in the nomination. When she joined us in the hospital, she brought goodness and sun for our patients and their loved ones. She's exceptionally empathic. She's the best health and social worker we can think of. So thank you very much, and please receive our virtual bouquet of flowers. Now, the last category of this award, it's a very important category, and it's called the category for a significant contribution to social work. In this category, it's Mrs. Jiřina Šiklová, who's been awarded for lifelong contribution to social work. We don't have any video, but a lot has been said about Mrs. Šiklová, and many videos and movies and documents are already available. So now I'm going to read out what's applicable to social work. Mrs. Šiklová initiated the setup of the Department of Social Work at the Charles University, and she's also been the head of it up until the year 2000. The award is for her lifelong approach, when even during the times of when she was politically bound to work, she still worked in, tried in this area and did research at the Department of Geriatry at Tomayer Hospital. She also founded an NGO called Gender Studies. She's been awarded many times. She got medals from the President Václav Havel, Mrs. Masarykova's plaque. I hope that she's with us now. Good morning, Mrs. Šiklová. Please say a few words. I must admit that I'm a little bit nervous about all this equipment because I don't understand it. I'm glad that I can be here with you and that somebody is talking about social work again, because I see it as one of the most important disciplines in the society, but unfortunately it's only just becoming important, and it is good to be aware that it's played an important role when dealing with political issues, social issues, and during social events. There are many things that you can see behind it. I'm a teacher, but I'm not going to lecture now. But from what I could say, from my experience, and so being a social worker, then I was teaching at a philosophical faculty, then I was a lecturer at many universities here and sometimes even in the Western countries. So thank you very much for your contribution and also for your bravery to stand up to the technological challenges. So thank you very much. And with regards to the celebratory part, I would like to go back to Mrs. Zajacová. I would like to ask her to thank everybody. So, good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to me to express great thanks, especially on behalf of my department at the Ministry of Labour and Social Affairs. Everything that was to be said, you've already heard. I would like to congratulate to those awarded, and I would like to wish everybody to do well and be happy in their social work, and so that social work has a great profile and that we can all share great stories of great social workers. So thank you very much. So Mrs. Zajacová, thank you very much. It's been a nice session of awards. Tomorrow we're going to have the awards of 2021. Now let's have a break, and please come back at 11:25. Thank you.